What is up, guys? Today I am in a 2017 Dodge Challenger Hellcat. Now, I've driven another Hellcat before. I have this one. It was actually my buddy Justin's who has let me drive his. His was a 2014 or 15, I believe. So there are some few minor changes on both cars. The difference is there's some interior things that are different and some exterior things that are different that I will show you in the video, but I'm just going to give you my overall take on this car and how it drives, how it performs, and what I think about it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start with the front. There's not much changes. You still have the splitter. It looks really, really mean. It has a 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi. 707 horsepower. Not much done to this car. It has a drop-in filter and no tune yet. It also has a resonator delete, which I'll get into that a little later. But the car does run really strong. It's through an 8-speed automatic transmission, which it's fast and it shifts hard. I mean, this thing, compared to driving like an RCF or something where it's really fast shifting, this is right up there with it. So Dodge did do a great job on that transmission. It is very, very nice. So this car is the white with the black wrapped roof here. It has the brass monkey wheels, which are the actual brass, so that's kind of a cool option. On the back, these are Nitto 555Rs. I'm probably gonna make another video on how well they hook up on this car. They do a pretty good job. Anything after first gear. So up front, these are Brembos. They're six piston up front. I think they're 4 in the rear, but they are huge. The rotors are ginormous on this thing, which you need it to stop this car. It weighs around 4,500 pounds. Kind of an old school fuel cap here. We're gonna work our way to the back here. Like I said, this car has a resonator delete. 2 chrome tips out the back. These are 4-inch and they're kind of tucked in and they're staggered with the body. I will put a link in the description on these tips and where I got them. A huge shout out to RP Productions for telling me where to get these tips. They do look really good on the car. I guess now let's jump into the inside. I'll show you all the trunk and then I'll show you the inside and some of the features that are in the car. Alright, as you can tell, there's some detailing stuff back here, but pretty good amount of room. The trunk is pretty big back here. It's almost like a dang tailgate. You could easily sit on that. It's pretty big. We'll go ahead and shut that. I think Justin's Hellcat, the 2014, did not have the SRT with the Hellcat badge there, so that is something that is different. Let's go ahead and jump on in the car and I'll show you some cool little features. Then we'll go out. Alright, so we have the key to on here. Let's go over here. So first thing that pops up on this car sometimes is the actual SRT mode, where you can, it's the performance pages where you can change whatever setting you want. You can customize it, where you can change hit custom setup. You can have your 500 mode, you can turn the paddles off, you can change the transmission, the traction, suspension, all this stuff. You can change all of that here. So we're gonna go full, or you can just go back and there's already a custom setting for everything red, which is the track. Sport, you don't get all that, you just get transmission in sport, and as you can tell, shows you what is not red. I like to drive in red, because why not? I also have valet mode. Cool thing, got some race options. You got launch control here. You can set it here by the dial. This looks a little different than the other Hellcat I was in. It's a little newer. I kind of like this interface a little bit better. I also have a shift light, which comes up here on the top, right up here. It tells you when to shift. It just goes red, you shift it. We can go ahead and turn that on. Okay. So, what else do we have? Let's see, we have the apps here, which are the performance pages, which you can load up on the car. It's pretty cool. I think it shows you everything. So a lot of Corvette guys, when I ride the Corvette, you could go through and you could check all your temperatures and stuff. I think this is a lot easier to do. It takes a little bit to open up, but here we go. So we got the home. You can change the picture of the car. I wish it was actually the same color of the car that you're driving, but it's not. You got timers here, which you can hit start. So if you're on a straight road or wherever and you want to do some 1/8 mile or 1/4 mile passes, you can have this, and it's kind of accurate. I don't know if it's the best. Let's see if there's a best on here. Yeah, no, that's definitely wrong. 16.4 in the quarter. Yeah, that's not right. This car only has 3,800 miles on it, so I don't think the other owner has driven it spiritedly. So here's your first gauges. You got oil temp, oil pressure, coolant temp, battery volts, trans temp. We're gonna go to gauges 2. We got boost pressure, 0 PSI right now, air fuel ratio, and we got intake air temp. Let's see. So here's your G-force. This is pretty cool if you're in turns. It tells you, and if you're doing a pull, you can see how many G's are going back and when you're hard braking. It's pretty cool for that. Engine, this is just kind of an overview of torque and horsepower, and your boost in the middle. Let's go back and see what else. There's some cool things on here. We got the travel link. You can buy a bunch of stuff. Mirror dimmer, so it actually dims the mirror if you're at night. Got navigation here. You know, it's pretty basic. You can just search anything. It's pretty much like your normal nav. Pretty easy to do there. Got your radio, got media, here's your climate, pretty much everything there. Now let's head on over to the middle here. There's like 8 pages you can go through. So here's your vehicle info. You can go right and it'll tell you each and every little one that you can find on the performance pages here. Just each and every oil life, battery, intake, air temp. So you can leave it on which one you want, you know, like engine power or your boost gauge or air fuel to see what's going on. Got performance, so you can do braking distance. Here's your G-forces. Pretty much everything that you can get on here, you can just bring it up here so you don't have to mess with this, so you can always look forward. I just like to leave it on speedometer, but there's a lot of stuff. There's a diagnostics screen here. You can view your codes if there are any. Screen setup, your messages, your audio, trip information, fuel economy, performance, you know, all that good stuff. So it is nice in here. This like big kind of carbon fiber deal all around makes it look really, really nice. The seats are really nice. It's got the SRT embedded in the seat like that. There's plenty of room in the back. It's a big car. The audio in here sounds amazing. Yeah, got the paddle shifters and all your standard steering wheel controls. Really cool feature about this car is the SRT lights up, which is kind of hard to notice right now. I don't think it will, but it does light up and it is pretty cool. All right, now we're gonna jump in it and take it for a spin. Definitely a lot louder and deeper than stock, and it looks a lot better. So here we go, we're gonna jump in and head on out. Alright, so in the car, feels really nice. AC works great. You can leave it in drive, it shifts very, very fast in drive. As you can see, I'm all red, ready to go on the screen. I don't know if you can see it. Let's go over here. We'll do a little hit. 50 roll up here. Some ass. Man, I used to not be a fan of these Hellcats, but ever since I've been driving them and actually get to experience what they're all about, this thing just hauls ass, man. And it pops like crazy. It sounds amazing. God, this thing, and it's so smooth, you know, just that, you know, on the freeway, you're doing 80 miles an hour in 8th gear, and this thing is purring. It's just barely on. It is insane how well this car drives, and what you get with it, you know, for the price you pay. I mean, this, you can get this one used, had 3,000 miles when it was bought, and you get power. It never gets dull, and if you need to turn it up, you lower the pulley, and these things hold butt. I took the other Hellcat, which is in another video I'll link in too. I took it to Mexico after the Houston Auto Show, and man, there wasn't anyone that could really beat me. And it was bone stock. People say, oh, I beat Hellcats, and I know there's cars that are faster than these cars, but man, not for what you get here. I mean, this thing pulls like a freight train. I am very impressed with this Dodge product. It is awesome, truly awesome. So just got done taking it for a ride. As you can tell, it is a fun car. These 555Rs hook up so well. It sounds great through the resonator deletes. Tips are awesome. Love it the way it looks. It just looks a whole lot better. Man, I give this car a 9 out of 10 all day. It is so smooth. The seats are comfortable. It's got cooled seats. It's got every luxury you could ever have on any car, and it's a big boat, but man, I just absolutely love this thing. It is a beast of a car, and I'm definitely becoming a Dodge fan, that is for sure. So anyway, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. If you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and do that as well. I'm going to be doing some more videos with this car here. Got some videos more specifically on the resonator delete. I'll do some more videos on the drag radials, and maybe do something on the blower here, a twin screw blower. So yeah, so that's it. Love this car. It's the 2017 Dodge Hellcat. I'll see you guys.